Everyone has something, that one thing that they always turn to when nothing is going right, when life feels impossible to deal with. From the time I was a child, that thing for me has always been reading, and it has always been fiction. Fiction has shaped me and made me who I am today. By reading, I saw worlds I could never dream of. I saw another side to the one I could. And whether we realize it or not, fiction has deeply affected us all. I have always been, and at times feel like I always will be, an extremely shy person. This has in my past and present isolated me from other kids my own age. I'm also an only child. I was pretty lonely when I was a kid, despite having amazing parents who did their best to try to keep me from feeling that way. Without realizing it at the time, the thing that I always turned to for comfort and companionship was books. Books showed me imperfect people doing great and heroic things, a far cry from the indifference I saw in kids at school. They reminded me that I wasn't alone in the world. They became my best teacher, my constant companion, and friend. Today, admittedly, I'm still very shy, and reading helps me more than ever. It has helped me develop a worldview far beyond what it would be if I didn't read. Reading has taught me important lessons about loyalty, compassion, and following what I believe in, and for that, I will always be grateful. My love has always been for reading, but stories can be told in many different ways. Everyone has had a movie, TV show, or book that they have loved and that has changed them. From the cartoons we watch as kids to the crime dramas and the romances that we watch today, no one's heart has gone untouched by fictional characters and their stories. Whether we cried for Mufasa during The Lion King as children or had our hearts broken by Hazel Grace Lancaster and Augustus Waters in The Fault in Our Stars last year, a story and a character has made us all feel something. Fiction shows us our faults and our triumphs as humans. It feeds our moments of compassion. It reveals our moments of cruelty. It reassures us that people really do feel like we do sometimes, no matter how alone we feel. Fiction has the power to connect people all over the world in a way that unites people for the better. Everyone thinks of the Olympics as the only thing that brings the nations of the world together, but I would argue that cultural phenomena such as the Harry Potter series does that in an even more meaningful and much more productive way than any worldwide sporting event ever could. Two children on two completely different sides of the earth can be reading the same book or watching the same movie, laughing over the same words, crying out the same parts, and most importantly, caring deeply about the characters and world inside that book at the same time as the other. The way stories and characters bring people together is a greatly undervalued gift. Fiction shows us both the ways that we are different and the ways that we are the same. It shows us although our cultures and our lives may be very different, we all feel emotion and we all have the ability to care. Most importantly for me, it gave me people to believe in. As a very shy person, both in my past and present, fiction reminds me daily that no matter how alone I feel, my favorite book characters will always be there to welcome me home. So no matter how pessimistic my teenage mind might make me sometimes, I believe. I believe in Katniss Everdeen. I believe in Percy Jackson and Annabeth Chase. I believe in Tris Pryor. I believe in Liesl Memminger and Rudy Steiner. I believe in Sherlock Holmes. I believe in Harry Potter and Ron Weasley and Hermione Granger. I believe in people who don't technically exist but mean the world to me. I believe in fiction.